Алло, алло, ёбаный. Алло, алло, ёбаный. Так, звук есть нормальный. Мне этот черт отправил дополнительную миссию. Это чё, нифига себе. А как? Нифига себе. Тут вопросики даже есть, карта. Нихуя себе. Это говорится с продавцом. Эти контрабандиста. Нихуя себе. Пойдем. Управление вообще на самом деле непривычное такое. Ага, тупо пройти нельзя, понятно. Чем-то Ведьмак вот реально напоминает, типа, управление максимально. И, в принципе, охоткой. Это, по-моему, чума только, это хуйня. Ой, нихуя, перелазить можно. У нас тут паузу прямо во время драки, смотри, можно ставить. Это тактическая пауза называется. Так что это крыса, блядь, тема. Оружие сменил. А вот молоток. В броню типа пробиваешь. Ну, неплохая игра на самом деле. Поиграть можно. Тем более новая, 22-го года, но год ей. Черти моментами нападают. Догорит с барыгой. Даник, ты тут? Он вздыхает тоже.
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the gun.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them.
This whole story sounds... You're demanding a second payment, but refuse to reimburse the one that...
I'm not the one demanding, nor refusing.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
Нормально,
Understand
типа,
now why I'm asking for your help?
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master, who life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps...
And what would I have to do next? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still...
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, what if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your... And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, you'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of them face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring.
Oh. All right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Ah, not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honouring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Задание, вопросики, да. Капитан Ласка сбегаем. Найди контрабандиста. Даник, ты тут вообще? Не, атмосфера игры прикольная вообще. Портовый район.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so. Oh,
I need to be leaving.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There's some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure. Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much
We're short a crew member. The cabin boys. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself.
Is he an important member of the...
We don't need him for sailing or navigation.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear... Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Be back soon, Captain.
So, you still haven't found...
Have no fear.
I'm still without...
You haven't heard any...
Did my men...
Let's go and find...
Happy to be of some...
When did you see your cabin?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news. It wasn't out of the... But the day of departure.
When did you see your...
It wasn't out... But the...
Does the boy know anyone?
Other than fellow North? I don't...
Does the boy know...
I don't think...
This Jonas.
In tradition,
Might I have a...
as you wish.
Have you seen anyone...
Take a look.
Smuggler.
In the port. May I ask?
Тюрьме.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal. They're making quite some ruckus. Asking to... We, of course, refused entry. Only the North. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain you're protected. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That's discretion and malice.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic, yes. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea. Others are sea gifted. Join the Nords for it. It's how the guild is made and maintained.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. The natives have a relationship with it. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent, thanks to your prince, even though it remains. Certain zones are... It's a good port.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
А Юнгу искать. Тюрьма, нахуй. В Эредиках, блядь, это чё вообще тут? Где Константин? Во главе с хартийским казармом селении. Это чё?
We'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah.
Yes. Your captain...
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening.
Did anything seem...
Maybe a tad troubled.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Does he know anyone?
No one.
Do you think he could have made...
I wouldn't think that for a mo...
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing...
You talking about Jonas? You bet you're... But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers the other day in the tavern, I saw him talking to a... And then when we left, him and I, Flavia, well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed...
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. The captain? No, not telling him that. I still...
Why would anyone want to snatch...
How would I know?
It's just that I can't... Thank you, Lara. I need... Hello again.
Well, no.
No, but I'm not... What do you think about Captain Vass?
He's a just man. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for...
Did Jonas seem troubled?
Maybe.
Do you know what?
No, there was... I seem kind of know.
What do you think? Thank you, Lara.
Константина Юнгу найти 40 девушек.
Could I trouble you again?
Have you found Jonas?
Not yet. What do you think about Cap...
He's a damn good now. He knows his...
How old is...
He's not...
What does Jonas do in his...
He just... When he...
Did he...
Never...
No. And you don't believe...
I like the itch. Here! I call back to him.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Не во всем, конечно, хрен можно мазать, цена отличная.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is
There was indeed a...
Whatever do you mean?
The brawl broke out.
I'm sorry. Hair down to his...
I don't, but I hope you... A good half of my...
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it. Well then,
No.
in that case,
I regret I don't have the sum you're...
either you repair them or you reimburse their cost.
That's ridiculous. He could reimburse...
Perhaps.
Very well. I'm looking for a naught.
A note, you say?
According to
A
what...
kidnapping. In my... I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one...
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him?
Here? He would never get anything else.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Maybe.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Who are you? I don't recognize...
No. Have no fear about that. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago. A young cabin boy.
Yes, that does...
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in. The kind of man you can round up for a few coin. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting...
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. Needed some... And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it...
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. And he must have been right to be nervous. If...
Who was the rich merchant dealer?
No, sir. You are in luck. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's...
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Good people, don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes. This discovery...
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make...
Все горит, все хуёво.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word with your...
He is not here, but perhaps...
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your...
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come... He has simply returned home.
Excuse me.
Don't you see, Your Excellency?
With respect, my lady. Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished...
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might... A gesture that your drunkards must have...
What was your son doing on a naught ship? Why...
It is what they do. Through pacts.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that you will have no trouble verifying the details now that you...
Where might I find your...
I cannot say, Excellency. You must... Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Сына спиздили, что за хуйня?
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our ship.
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy.
She taken. Her son is sea-gifted. His parents will require...
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by... In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was... But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents, and ever since, he's been a naught. Our ship...
Could you tell me a little about your...
We are... As for your others, it's how the guild is...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naught?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time.
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives... She told me a strange story about her son who was... She said that he was taken when he was a child.
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back to...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain... Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also... From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And certain noble families had to give their children...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between...
No. That pact ended long... But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for what?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But what counts most is that you breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Пиздец, такое это.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam, but I have...
If you would be so curt.
With respect, my lady.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son...
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father?
Yes. Even if I...
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of... I feel more sorry for my mother.
She don't seem to be all that close to you.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it.
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your... It's not possible just now.
Excellent news. I'm afraid...
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand.
The commander was...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent. The Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity, and we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest...
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle them?
I would never ask you to do such a thing.
Ah, but you don't mind...
Well, now, if he finds an alternative... But this cargo must...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Ну да, и вообще нету игр новых, которые выходят вот с 22 года. Максимум субтитры, и на том спасибо, так сказать. Ты только сейчас зашел? Или до этого еще видел? От трупов. Ебаная чума. А чё, а где ты найдешь, подожди, игры на русском, вот, ну, которые после начала СВО вышли? Половина разработчиков вообще даже от субтитров отказалась. Типа озвучку, чтобы еще делали, ебать. А ты чё? Только на компе, может быть, будут, на компах, понял, то вот этот. Какие-нибудь рехабы. Ой, не рехабы. Репаки, если будут делать с русскими словами.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave.
Have no fear.
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course.
Ну да, то, что глаза чуть ниже, а не наебало в сценах типов, типа так. Ну так, типа, когда полностью на русском проходишь, прям как будто вот погружаешься. Так.
I have a favor to ask before we leave. We would like to load some merchandise into...
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the port authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking...
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship...
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the...
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way...
Listen here. I haven't forgotten what you did for our Jonas. I would gladly do you the favor, but my quartermaster is more... He's convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring... And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over the registered merchandise before they load it up.
Не знаю, но я прям очень быстро читаю все. Типа, не знаю, как-то похуй, вот глаза на секунду отпустил и все. Типа, мне почти так нормально. Ну да, на русском было получше.
Be back soon, Captain.
Нормально. Угу. Ебать, дерево характеристик. И чё это? Подручная жизнь. Нихуя. Ну, досады. А, все можно улучшать. Почему в мага всегда я никак... Я, кстати, во сне одну игру за мага не прошел. Я за ловкача люблю играть, ну как в доте. Что-то между воином и ассасином такое. Типа за танков тоже не очень люблю. А нихуя, вот эта карта. А потом вот мы поплывем на этот остров. Нихуя, он огромный. Вот ебало сейчас в этом квадратике. Блять. Тут дополнительных сявских миссий всяких. Где карта, маму ебал? А сейчас если что-то найду. На склад надо это чего? Искать вещи контрабандистов. А, основные миссии отмечены вот так вот сообщить. Константин наебнул, денег мне нужно заработать. Еще атмосфера, графика неплохая, прям так приятно, что-то вот необычное. Ну то и все. Блять, сука, круто написал. Так. Искать вещи контрабандистов. Переодеться на автом. Пойти. А я уже пиздел с этой бабой. Нахуя раз. Так, вообще убежище еретиков. Это другая миссия. Избавиться от охраны склада. Ура! Мало дополнительных миссий осталось. Скоро рвать на остров. Надеюсь, с еретиками можно попиздиться было. Ну а чё с тобой пиздить хуй? Нет. Кераса, фракции, может показать замедлиться, содружиться, чтобы пытаться ухудшиться. А, нихуя. Ебать, прикольно вот эта хуйня, то что на территории других стран, типа, надо переодеваться, там, или репутация падает. Нет, я не хавал, да. Вот я проберусь на склад еще.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them.
Да, это часа поспал.
These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Да пиздец, чё, типа ингредиенты, да, искать. Ладно, похуй, на мужика пойду пообщаюсь.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the Port Authority?
Of course! We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get... All the Nauts must rendezvous at the Port Authority immediately.
Damn, I didn't hear either.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the...
The path is clear. We should notify the
Она
men.
ебал
They
тебя
need all the
всех.
time they can get.
Что делать?
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison.
The traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on us. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work. It's true.
На самом деле, Даник, эта игра вот сейчас середина сентября с 70-го уходит. Как заглушка, пока сосед не выйдет. Блять, чё?
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying?
Our work concerned the teachings.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who...
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias... The text that we discovered was...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St.
It was written in black and white. And there...
I understand now what that text is called. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written...
Да я не знаю, на коттедж какой-нибудь там отдыхать. Ебать, прикольно, кстати, книги там. Что, блядь, она типа святая книга. А дословно наконец-то перевели, и эта книга типа наоборот от демонов. И вот Вера опровергли их, говорят, еретики.
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us in...
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be...
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being...
That would be better than being...
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could...
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text.
It served no purpose. It's our...
I see. Well, you have no other choice.
I beg of you, please do not deliver...
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum...
Your goodness honors you. May the...
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
А с послом тебе надо здесь, чтобы их доставили. А, ну миссии такие, понял, пока что. Ну, интересно, на самом деле, вот необычная игра. В такие не играл давно. Что-то, да, Ведьмак в викторианскую эпоху. Даже перс, по-моему, двигается как Ведьмак. Лимфа, чудовище. Вот, чудище, что ли? Хуя у нас спрыгнул, видел как? Это что за тип?
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're on.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You
can move out. Quick step.
Что? Если что, рандомные задания выйти. Бегаешь просто попиздеть. Понял, тут же на корабле должен на остров отправиться. Там, наверное, всякие монстры, всякая херня. Посмотри, охуенно. Они не расталкиваются, типа.
Greetings, Your Excellency. I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Обратно бежать. Площадь князей Ферзей. Туре площадь Ферзей. Красота.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Those are great responsibilities, but you will bring honor upon your family.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform... My cousin Constantine is about to take...
I had no idea. Well, then, that is a pity. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual.
Do people actually give...
Alas, yes. As you can well imagine, this vulgar trickster casts dirt. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises.
I thank you, The man operates in...
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are...
I would volunteer and consent to take them under my protection.
You would like me to first take care of your charlatan?
You will certainly prove to be...
I need to be going. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Шарлатаном теперь надо разобраться, сука. Едет шарлатан. Чё? Найди шарлатана. Повернуться к нему, тогда он защитит историков. Кстати, мало уже дополнительных заданий, ура. Можно будет отправляться на остров, в принципе. Ну, дальше не знает.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
А что продаешь?
Welcome. It's such a. Have you seen any?
Нихуя. Ферзевая шляпа. О, это прикольно. Не, это не прикольно. Понял, денег нет, я бомж. А что еще продаешь? Перчатки. Потом сапоги можно менять. Ага.
Citizens, I present to you
Вот вы шарлатан, короче.
the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins. Well worth it to make your life shiny and
Дед
new
разводняк
again.
устроил.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word?
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy?
There are none. You will feel none.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip, but as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to...
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remark. And in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Да повозка его смотреть. О, это драка.
Things are about to get dicey.
Нужно менять оружие туда-сюда. Молодцы, шарлатаны. Все, пизда, наши видобойки. Не, я понял, интересно будет посмотреть, когда на остров едешь. Там с демонами вот это все хуйня.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove
This bullying is trying my patience.
You refuse to taste.
You might have put something in it to cause me harm.
No, look. The vial is still sealed.
And you dare challenge me when you...
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your... This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of...
Yes, no, Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that
Куда он убежал?
Hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Что, все болеет или что? Пиздец, блядь, вирусняк. Куда он убежал? А, кстати, я могу возместить ущерб.
Were you
No.
in that?
Here you are, to cover your...
Excellent. Honest, your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. Dangerous fellows. They've a...
What kind of business did it?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the ten...
Thank you for the information.
Get off with ya. Get him out of whatever messes. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Где тут на второй этаж? Шарлатан задыкался.
Have a nice day, sire.
Не, тут они кайфуют. Чисто арабский движ прямо посреди Франции и Великобритании. Вот лестница. И дальше. А вон дверь.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels. Locked. Locked.
Ну,
I don't have the key.
взлом не можешь сделать.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering?
I'm neither deaf nor blind.
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your comments.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason and here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you...
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I have enough. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't...
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds at the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
Малихор,
It is for an
болезнь
act of
называется.
courage that you fell from grace and Sahin's hate. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they...
But you could just as easily produce real healing.
You don't understand. I fled. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experiments?
I don't have a choice. It does not harm them.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it?
I ran tests on myself. For such a long time, a small sip of this mixture provokes it. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let...
So...
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to...
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Ну, арестовал я его. Типа арестовал, он тупо в хате остался, я понял. Я автоматически быстро.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard. Finally. Let's just say I put an end to his activity. Matters turned out a little more... He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive...
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the... Thank you for your help, Excellency. And allow me to offer you this...
I need to be going.
Да не норм, типа.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Чёрт.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Конечно, вот
Your Excellency.
Lord de...
Now that your affair is taken care of...
We are willing.
At the port of Serene, they were hoping...
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Все, теперь
We
goodbye.
owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Посол Телема. Выясните, Константин. Сейчас, Даник, последнюю хуйню сбегаю, побежу с долбоёбом. Выясню, где Константин, думаю, на остров отправлюсь. Сколько там время? И как раз спать там уже скоро пойду. Паша ссылку просил на YouTube. Сейчас.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade.
It pains me to inform you that...
Curse them! How could...
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough. We have nothing else to do but pray.
Я крыса.
I must be going. Farewell, Ex.
May the light guide.
Это жесткая крыса. Все. Сюда надо. Логово бандита, блять. Это в двери даже отмечается капитан Ласка. А перемещаться нельзя, жалко. Показать, поставить метку, вернуться. Это верно. В натуре черт ёбаный. Ну, красиво, красиво, на самом деле. Такая атмосферка. Ассасин в Багдаде будет. Там я ведь слышал, что-то Соник я выкладывал видео, там геймплей выложили, то ли Ассасин, то ли что-то такое.
That vulture of a tavern master was right.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's not possible just now.
Это только магия там могут разрушить. Вась, ну и как? Так. Стихийную ловушку могу изучить? Паралич. Кольцо воздушной магии, что это? Ловушки. А я не могу изучать. Нет. А что делать, блядь? Я вообще съебаться из этого города уже хочу на этот остров. Мне жестко, мне прям интересно, что там на острове. Да. Да. Ягоды боярышни. Так. Ой, знаешь, какие-нибудь хорошие игры на разделенном экране, Даник? Типа, не слышал?
It's not possible just now.
Да, тут.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Я, блядь, понял, что обходить надо. А как я обойду, блядь? Что делать, сука? Что делать, скотина? Нельзя нарезать, а? Сейчас замерзли, его сходит на убивать. Нет, не говорю.
Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it would seem that he is in this building.
That very well could be. We have had a guest since yesterday.
That would fit the bill. I have no idea how he earns...
Being born into silk sheets doesn't give him the right to insult his fellow man.
We know this sort only too well. You and they're always a lot friendlier, having learned their little lesson.
That's right. But lessons have a price. So, if you want your...
That drunkard is the only son of Prince... I'm sure you know the punishment reserved for those...
Shit! You were absolutely... Shut your trap, imbecile! You... listen, we didn't know who we were dealing with.
That's what I had assumed.
Here, take the key to his cell and...
Что ты там писал? Не игнорю я тебя, ты шо? Да лучше.
Locked.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Бать, Леха Долматов. Алло. Алло. Что такое? Пиздец. А у вас я просто в наушниках сижу, а не к Соньке. А ты вообще мне на телефон позвонил. Чего? Чего я не понял? Он же у тебя с Хестерой. Или вот ты жуешь что-то. Да. Вася, сам себя слышу, чувствую это.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
Sorry, Constantine, but we drove a hard bargain to get you out of their grasp. I don't intend to...
Bargain? Don't tell me that you paid them a ransom. Oh well. What is done is done. A mighty vessel awaits us. And a tremendous adventure.
It's not possible just now.
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe! so eager to discover Tyr Friddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
It's awoken!
Those conniving... Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, That battle was absolutely epic.
Gentlemen! Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
What a charming welcoming courtesy. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry these doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Naughts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered...
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to... In any case, here I am at your service.